City lights, she dances free, spreading love like confetti glee. Katie Moonchild, shining so bright, bringing joy in the dark of night. Her smile.
Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. Excuse me, frog in my throat. My throat. Good to see you guys. Welcome to Tuesday after Halloween. I hope you guys had a good time this weekend. I'm watching my camera. I'm sorry I'm distracted. There's a new setting. Look when I move. It like follows me. It's a little slow. But it follows me all on its own. What a trip. Sorry, it's really distracting. Anyway, and it gives you close. I'm not doing anything. It's doing it all on its own. Had a Windows update, and this is what we got. So I don't know if this is Restream or Windows, but it's my webcam doing it. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Hi, everybody. Let me pull up the chat so I can say hey to you all. Oh, hey, everybody's here. Hi, Sally. Everyone's here. Good to see you guys. Let's put the chat on so you guys can see who's here too. Like you can't. Now, good to see you. Hey, Kelly, Dolly, Sally. My favorite people. Well, some of my favorite people are here. Good to see you. Yeah, fun with electronics. This is a trip. We're all going to get used to it, I hope. Look, I didn't do that. This is fun. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's Windows or if it's Restream, but it's kind of fun. Hey, Fatima! Good to see you too. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys, seriously, I hope you had a good weekend. I didn't do a darn thing. I guess I could feel the opening of the veil or something, but I also could feel this full moon. We got one that lasts for 3 nights again. Supermoon once more. I think I was feeling that too. I always celebrate Dia de los Muertos. I love All Souls Day, All Saints Day. The day to honor our ancestors. And it's not, we're worshiping them. We're honoring them because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't exist. I mean, of all people that we should honor, all of those who came before us. And I know you guys, I'm preaching to the choir here. So anyway, yeah, aren't they going cool? This is fun. Anyway, let me bring up the cards. Well, we don't need to see that quite yet. I want to show you. I don't have any resin to undo for you today, but thought I would show you I went through all my Christmas stuff, and so we have several weeks, not a lot of weeks, but a few weeks until Christmas. I thought I'd show you what I got planned. Does that sound like a deal? So first off, we got this guy. You can thank Dolly for this one. She gave him to me for Christmas. Oh, was it last year, Dolly, or the year before? Okay. We got to move this so I can do this. Put up the other camera. Hey, that'll work much better. You can see the table. Anyway, he's a little gnome. Isn't he cute? He's a Christmas gnome. And I just noticed today he has a bird on his hat. Isn't he cute? So I thought, oh boy, I'm going to do him in the Magic Pour, the white, the Eco Pour stuff. I signed up to be an affiliate for Let's Resin this weekend. So I have a link if you guys want to order from them, their website, let me know. I won't be ordering their stuff from Amazon anymore. Sorry. I'm really happy about that. We'll move this card out of the way. Next one. I got a lot to show you here. This is the other one Dolly gave me. And this one is adorable. It's another little gnome. But his hat's a Christmas tree. So I thought he would be a lot of fun to do too. Trying to decide if I want to do him in resin or in the white Ecopore. I may do him in resin because I can do this part, the green, and let that, oh no, his face starts right here. So he'd have a green nose and a green mustache. I don't know, I have to think about that. I have to think that one through. Are they stretchy enough to, oh, I can paint them, turn them wrong side out, paint them. The hard part is getting them back inside without making a mess. The thing is cool about when you paint them with mica powders is the first thing that touches the silicone, that shiny silicone in there, that's where it stays. That's what you're going to see. So anything that lands on the top of that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Aren't those two cute? I thought those two would be fun to do. I'll do them on a video. I make a video, probably one for each of them. I have more. You guys have seen my new all of my new snowflakes, right? Got those to do. This is to make my, oops, there's one more down here. Yeah. Make my Christmas tree top. I don't want to get all dirty. I tell ya. My Christmas tree topper. And they're all pretty snowflakes. And I thought if I could stack them, my goodness. You'd think a dust storm came through here. I thought if I stack them. This one I couldn't figure out what was this gear thing for. What it does is it leaves a big open space there. So if you want to put a light through there or something, you can. I thought, oh, that's cool. See, it just has a little hole on this side. I think it's neat. Anyway, that's that. You saw me make this one. I'm not done. I showed you these two. And I don't know if you remember me saying I was all happy because they're the bigger version of the smaller one that I have. Well, smaller ones, they go small. Let me tell you, small. They start, here's this one. So you can tell I made these up already. This is from last year. Or a year before. I didn't get to do this last year. See, there's those three. It's pretty much the same as these two. Except smaller, right? No, I guess they're different, aren't they? And then it gets smaller yet. Oh. And then it gets even smaller. But you put these like in your gifts or whatever. So this is a great thing to use if you have leftover resin that you don't want to waste. That's the whole reason I bought it. So yeah, I have lots of snowflakes now. Put them all back here. As you can tell, I wasn't quite sure. The reason I didn't make anything was I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do yet. Now I know. It took me going through all my molds to get this. It was the year before. Last year I couldn't do anything with resin. I had a little baby kitten. who was a handful. This time last year, I wasn't getting a whole lot of sleep. Oh, he's really mellowed out, just like in the last couple weeks. He's, like Dolly said, I don't think he shouldn't have raging hormones. He doesn't have any hormone makers. They've been gone. He was neutered at 8 weeks old. Got a little tiny kitty. Felt so sorry for him. And trying to keep him from licking. Anyway. Yeah, great for gift tags. And hi, Sonia. Good to see you, hon. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And then here's the things that I'm going to be making the most of. Oh, isn't this technical? Look at that. I don't want that big of a close. You want a close-up, Katie? Anyway, here's my Christmas ornament mold. I have two different ones. This one, it's kind of hard to tell because of the white background, but there's a star. I love this one that looks like a Christmas light. And then the heart. Not more. There's one more. And for people like Kelly and you, and maybe Sally that's new, you haven't seen me do my blooms. That's what I have planned for these. Especially this round one right here. It's perfect to do a bloom in. It'll be fun to see what happens when the resin goes through when I make a bloom in a shape like this, because it tends to follow the shape. Where's my finger at? There we go. Like that one. So yeah, the star, the heart, they'll be fun to do them in. So today I was thinking, what colors are you going to do them in? And it's like, you know what? I don't want to have a planned color tree. I want it to have every color, any color. I have a lot of colors to choose from, and I ordered 2 molds from Let's Resin. One is their pyramid mold. I am so excited to get that because I can make pyramids now, and one mold makes it any size that you need it to be, just depending on how much you fill up the mold. How's that for easy? So I can do all kinds of stuff with that. And I decided, card readers, a lot of card readers kind of need to have a skull. So I got a large skull mold. And they should be here any day. But the thing that I'm really excited about is I got chrome colors. You know the chrome that you can do on your fingernails? Imagine that in larger pots. Like, give me this one of these guys. Come here. In a pot like this size. And a little tiny bit goes a long ways. And if I want silver chrome, I get silver chrome. It's really shiny, just like how you do on your fingernails. As a matter of fact, you can use it on nails. I don't do my nails very much. All I do is polish on my nails now. But if you're doing gel, that stuff. I think even, let's see. Yeah, they do kind of have a puberty. Because they got to state their boundary just like we do. Male cats are different. I go for the kitty that comes to me. I don't care if it's male or female. But yeah, he's been just like my other tuxedo cat. And I didn't even think about the fact that when I got him, that I'd already had one. And that one that I had was a handful. But he was loved by everybody. Oh my gosh. That cat used to chase German shepherds out of the yard. Okay. He was something else. He was a nice kitty though. But yeah, he came into a house with 3 adult cats and he was only 5 weeks old. So he established his territory pretty quickly. And one of the older kitties mothered him. And so he was actually 2 of them mothered him. And so, but yeah, his whole life of 13 years, he was a very special kitty. He moved here to Arizona with me from Oregon, and he rode in the back seat of my 1968 Mustang down through the Nevada desert in October without any air conditioning. Those cars didn't have AC. And he would just lay in my house plants to keep cool. It was just like, oh, here we go. We're on an adventure. Mom, where are we going? And then we'd take off. He was interesting kitty, but he and I had been through a lot together in the time I had him. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I had with my baby Koru. Yeah. Hey, so you guys think I got enough to... I had to take a break from the games. We have to honor the season, right? And since I decided I'm not buying Christmas presents and I'm honoring that boycott, I already bought all this, as you know. I bought this stuff. I bought all this stuff last month. Method to my madness. I didn't know they were going to do a massive boycott. I just figured, well, it was the time to do it because who knows what it was going to be like in December. Otherwise, I would have waited for the sales at the end of the year. It's okay. We're good. We're good. I'm very happy with everything that I have. I have not used the vacuum chamber yet. It intimidates the crap out of me. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot. It's under a lot of pressure. So to pull the bubbles out of the resin. But yet at the same time, I need to add that to a resin video, as part of the video. So you can watch the bubbles come up and go down. It's kind of fun to watch it happen. Anyhow, Katie, you don't have to move closer. The camera will do it for you. This is nuts. Anyway, so let's start with a card. And I thought instead of the normal quote, I would show you. Get these molds out of the way. My card of the day for today, which some of you have seen it already. It's from an interesting deck. I'm really learning a lot from this deck. I really am enjoying it. I've been getting so far the last 3 days have had to do with patience and balance. Bingus! Hello, good morning. Welcome. Have had to do with patience and balance. And it's kind of interesting. Each one has been a very different bird, too. On Sunday, we had the goldfinch. It's about balance because it talks about how the male bird is bright and beautiful in the summertime and the female bird kind of blends into the atmosphere. She's sitting on a nest. She should, right? Then when the seasons change and autumn comes in, the bright yellow of the male bird fades and the female turns bright yellow. And there is your balance. It's just, I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't know that about goldfinches. I love them. And then yesterday it was the magpie. They help balance the earth. I mean, only thing I ever knew about a magpie before this was that they like to eat carrion off the road. They're pretty interesting. So today, our bird for Tuesday is the heron. Okay, there we go. Focus a little better. And speaks to us about patience, focus, and self-reliance. Boy, are we learning a lot about self-reliance nowadays, huh, you guys? All those systems that we've been trying to rely on, which has been very foolish. If it's a system and it's created by man, it's gonna fail at some point. And we put all of our hopes and fears and everything into that. Mm-mm. No, not anymore. I think we got smart. So I'm pulling up the card. Oh yeah, and I would hit my text where I sent it to Dolly, and she and I've already had a half a day's worth of conversations this morning. So, oh, that's funny. There we go. Our card today is the Heron, which speaks of patience, focus, and self-reliance. Where do you find the heron? Herons exist in all continents except Antarctica and can be found in most wetland habitats, avoiding only cold, dry, or high extremes. Herons are non-swimming water birds that live on the edges of ponds, rivers, and lakes, and also in swamps. A heron can be a message to be patient and to choose the correct moment. Stand, watch, and act decisively when your moment arrives. On the other hand, waiting too long means you might miss your opportunity. The heron wades through water, stirring up silt and mud to find food. Sometimes you have to stir up some dirt to get information to rise. The heron may also be telling you to do some legwork. Things don't just come your way. You need to get out there and put in the basic effort to lay the groundwork for future success. I was like, oh my goodness, does that card ever fit what we are going through? Pick your moment carefully and understand some of this garbage that we're having to deal with. If you look at it through a different perspective, instead of it defeating you, it may actually feed you spiritually. And I mean that because it's going to show things to you that you've never thought of. And sometimes that can be a slice of humble pie, which can be pretty bitter sometimes. But, woohoo, as the cards fall. But sometimes that's how we remember stuff. You know, if change was easy, first off, we wouldn't be so afraid of it. We wouldn't hate it so much. Second of all, it wouldn't make that much of a difference in our lives. New chair, sorry. It's wiggling around. Yeah, if it's not electronics, it's the physical world, okay. Anyway, so let's see what our quote is for today. From our 100 mindful prompts. Speaking of prompts, the mindfulness challenge that we did a couple of years ago, the 30-day mindfulness challenge, YouTube has made it possible for me to set that up as a course. You guys can take that at any point you want. It was a playlist, and I turned the playlist into a course. So if you're finding yourself having difficulties being mindful of you and everything around you, you can do that with us. That was a lot of fun doing that together. There are, I believe, 32 videos involved. 30 days. There's one for every day. And then there's two replays of the live streams that we did that summarized what we did um, for each half. Just a lot of fun. So, anyway, what we got going on today? Let's see what we get here. Oh, we got one sticking up, and it's not two for a change. Interesting. From Stoicism. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Tony Robbins. I totally agree with that. Today, don't compare yourself to anybody else. You know, when I first started down this YouTube road, I took their little YouTube university on how to do YouTube channel and how to make it grow and all that. And at that point, I was hoping to, monetize and all that. Now I don't want anything to do with that. Anyway, in the course, they told us that you should, and you guys have heard me tell you this before, but you should improve your channel with every video or everything you do. Whatever you post, it should be an improvement of 1% over the last one that you did. I apply that to my whole life, so much so I preach that. Because if you change, just up something in your life, 1% every day, at 365 days in a year, you've improved your life 365% over that year, and you didn't even realize it. We can all manage to up something in our life 1%. 1%! That's easy. We can all do that. So yes, Tony Robbins, thank you very much. I completely agree, and I love this. Just compare yourself to you and what you did yesterday. If you need to rest today because you did too much yesterday, honor your body. Rest. If you didn't get your list done yesterday because you kind of made a long list or something distracted you or took longer than you thought it was going to, it's okay. There's always tomorrow. My aunt used to say, don't let stuff like that bother you. Why do today what you can put off and do tomorrow? The procrastinator's creed. She was something else. The woman couldn't put off anything. She had a daughter with cerebral palsy that couldn't walk. She couldn't even dress herself or feed herself. Mom had to do everything for her. So it's kind of interesting. It's been your focus too, Kelly. Awesome. Well, that's our focus for you, Kelly. Except I'm watching you do all these things like the lotus trees, processing those. And I'm looking at all my mesquites going, dang it, I wish I had a mill. I need a really good coffee mill. I have an old-fashioned coffee mill, crank coffee mill, that's like over 100 years old. And it might work. But the mesquite, my goodness, I've got 4 mesquite trees in my yard that were planted. The birds since then, of I don't know how many they've planted, they all have mesquite beans. And those beans make the best flour. Oh, it's so good. So good. And you can make, like you were soaking those beans, Kelly, you can make tea out of mesquite beans by soaking them in a hot water, steeping them in hot water. It tastes kind of like a nutty, caramely coffee. It's different. It's really good. I've been watching this YouTube channel that's made by a Native American man that is teaching what the indigenous people lived on here in the desert. And This desert is full of foraging food, sweet berries. You just have to know what it is. Actually, in a woodland forest, I think there are more toxic berries than there are here in the desert because we don't always get berries. A cactus fruit. Every flower eventually turns into some kind of a fruit on a cactus. So when you really look at this place, it is not a wasteland of sand dunes and that kind of stuff, you know? Oh, it looked like, yeah, I'm anxious to see I've never seen those before. So I'm enjoying your videos on all the things you're doing, your candles and girlfriend. Just take care of you too, please. I know you are. I know you have to. Your body won't let you do anything else. So anyway, Stoicism. The only person you need to try to be better than is the person that you were yesterday. So quit beating yourself up. You know? What is our card? We need a... Give us a crystal, please. These cards are hard to shuffle. Forgive me. They're a funny shape, and they're really, really stiff. And my hands don't always work so great either. So I try to do it by the corner. Oh, and of course, because I'm on camera, and I'm telling you how I can't do it, it'll work. I'm not sure. What's this? Oh, you've been processing bone broth? There you go. Talk about a healthy digestive system. You've got mesquite trees. I know. Where you are, you've got the wild ones. I have a combination of the wild and the Chilean, because we planted the Chilean ones. I've since learned, don't do that. They need to be trimmed all the time. There's a lot of upkeep with them. Where the ones that the birds plant for you, let the desert take care of it. When you get dead stuff, you can cut the dead stuff out and use it in your barbecue or in your fire pit. I'm planning on, I was just talking to Dolly. Rick grills their turkey every year. Well, I got this giant 9-pound turkey breast. I'm so blessed. But I don't have a big oven. It died a couple years ago. I cook everything in a combination air pot, convection oven, rotisserie oven. It does everything from air fry to broil to rotisserie, bake, reheat. I don't even hardly use my microwave anymore because I got this thing. But it's too big. That turkey breast won't fit in there. It's too big. I thought, I can rotisserie that. That'll be good. No. But it's bone in. So I thought, okay, well, we'll just cut it in, take each half off of the bone and freeze the other half. You can use the other half for Christmas or Easter and rotisserie just the one half of the breast. Or I can cook the whole thing on my Smoky Joe like Rick does. Only instead of using briquettes, I've got lots and lots of trimmed off mesquite branches that I can use. So, yeah, you've got the wild ones, the native ones. The birds, make sure you have those even if you don't want them. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. My dear Sally. Those muffins you made are to die for. Wow, those. Mm, mm. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You ever need anything like a platter, a charcuterie board, anything like that, you just let me know, girlfriend. And I'll make you one in whatever colors you choose. You got a big barbecue? I have a big gas barbecue too. It's just me, myself, and I. So I always have a nice little dinner. Actually, I'm going to put all these decorations that I'm going to make. I get to work with those on Thanksgiving. That's my plan for Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving morning, while everybody else is getting their big turkeys ready and all that stuff, I'm going to watch the parade while I decorate my Christmas tree. Because my dinner will only take a couple of hours to cook, and I got good chow, so I'm good. I, when I first had to have my first holiday by myself, it was hard. It was really hard. Now I look forward to it. I can really honor the holiday completely the way I want without any stress whatsoever. You know how that goes when you're basically a shy person, especially when it comes to groups of people. Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. As a friend, my new friend, I am so glad you live across town from me. Mwah! Thank you, thank you. Now, our stone for today is sticking up there. What are we getting for our crystal? There are worlds within you. Garden quartz. Like my quartz cluster. I'm going to kind of clean that a little better. There's a lot of quartz in there. Excuse the flicker feather. Woodpecker. I was in my mom's collection, and I was shocked. But I remember my cousin used to own a flower shop, and her husband made my mom this artificial flower arrangement, and he put that in the base of it. Whatever floats your boat for my mom. I was like, hey, that's cool. Mom's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty. Not quite her style. Yes, Sally, yes. That's why we make good friends. Whoop. See if I can make me disappear. That's why we make good friends, my dear. Because we're both introverts. And I do live streams and stuff because I've had to be forced to be an extrovert in my family. So, oops, I put the book away. Let's find out about garden quartz. What's it got to tell us? Garden quartz. There are worlds within you. Has a Mohs hardness of 7. Come in, garden quartz whispers. You are welcome here. So often we turn outward. Yeah. Seeking to understand the world around us while neglecting the worlds that thrive within. Garden quartz invites you to remember that each organ in your body is a constellation, each cell a star. Each and every emotion is a trailing vine ripe with flowers. With your movement, every action is the fruit of so many minuscule muscles firing in concert with your will. Every motion is a trailing vine ripe with flowers, and your movement, every action, is the fruit of so many minuscule muscles firing in concert with your will. Turning your consciousness within reveals the wonders of the universe, of you. Explore your own layers, your accumulated years with your perfections and imperfections. Your inner landscapes await your attention. And bask in your noticing. Garden Quotes Garden Quartz assures you there are worlds within. Come home to yourself. Wow. Wow. I have to show you on that. My new piece of quartz. I just got it yesterday. As a matter of fact, it just arrived. This is a Lumerian quartz. The difference between a Lumerian quartz, where's my other clear quartz crystal? Oh, it must be in the box. Well, the difference between these crystals, these grow lengthwise, like this. The length of the crystal. This one has some sideways striations, I'm just now noticing. That's cool. But it's the sideways, I don't know if you can see it so much. There. Now, see those lines? That's what makes it a Lumerian quartz instead of a regular clear quartz crystal. Isn't that cool? I love it. And it's pretty heavy for the size that it is. I was excited to get that, and it's really cool that we got the garden quartz for our stone today. So, Dolly, I'm an extroverted introvert. In real life, I keep myself, do my own thing. Yeah, same here. I mind my own business. I don't have a lot of friends. You guys are my friends. I'm just good at public speaking. You know what, girl? You do have more friends than you realize. All your neighbors, you've got lots of people that you help. You know, you got a lot of friends there in Wisconsin. Sally, I learned how to do that too, Dolly. I guess we probably all have had to learn skills to fit in better, but it still exhausts me after the initial buzz. Oh, amen, amen. I go to a potluck or a group of people, and they might be all people I love very much, but after I'm there for about a half hour, I'm ready to go home. I want my quiet space. I'm ready. Where I don't have to interact. Isn't that awful? And it's not because I don't like people. It's just it's exhausting. But as empaths, we feel more than what they are telling us. We feel their emotions. We feel their physical pain, depending on what your clairvoyance is. What kind of clair you got? You know? So, yeah, I love my solitary life. And it's really interesting because if you would have told me that 15 years ago, I would have probably hit you. Because the thing that I was most afraid of, this is so funny, my biggest fear my whole life was, because I'm the youngest in the family, was dying alone. We all die alone. We all are born. We come in by ourselves and we go out by ourselves. There's someone waiting to escort us, but we go there, right? So that fear is gone. But, when you survive cancer and go through all that stuff and the side effects that go along with that, after a while, it really did change me. So, We need some sentiment stones. Yes, I just feel like I want my calm. Same here. I also want my animals. You know, I love being around my kitty. In my bedroom, where I spend 99% of my time, it's in the back, faces the backyard. I have the Catalina Mountains for my view, which Sally will very much respect this. I have the whole Catalinas for my view, and I have a huge window that opens, slides open, so we get lots of fresh air. Outside there, I was told during lockdown to make a fairy garden. So I have a fairy garden back there with a fountain and flowers coming. I got pansies and poppies and stuff coming up like crazy right now. You can tell I'm excited. I got flowers coming up. And so, and then I started asking Archangel Michael to protect the space. Next thing I know, I have hawks hanging out at my bird bath, along with, at the same time, hummingbirds. You know, it's like, I know Sally understands the hummingbird thing. That woman is the hummingbird feeder queen in this group, I tell you. Oh, so that's my favorite space. To enter into meditation, it's like back there because it's really quiet. And all the things I love, with the exception of my resin, is back there. Okay, I got 3 stones. Ah, interesting. First stone, honor. Yes. That's, to me, that's what November's all about. I mean, our portal for November is Veterans Day. Why did they pick Veterans Day? I mean, why did they pick that date to be Veterans Day? I ask myself questions like that all the time. I am so glad you have so much less pain. I know that the joy and the love that you spread, Sal, that's why. That's why. You are a beautiful person, and I am very glad you reached out to me and we got to meet. Yeah, I look forward to many more days of getting to know each other and that kind of stuff. Anyway, second stone, family. That's what you guys are. Only you gotta put an R in there between the F and the A. You're my family because you're my friends and my family. So you're my family. I picked you. Well, you picked me. You picked me. We didn't just happen. You picked me. So I love you. And finally, courage. We keep getting courage in these stones. I find that really, really interesting. Something tells me we've got a couple of months of some interesting times ahead that we're going to need our courage for. But as long as we stick together, that's the theme of this channel. Together we will thrive. You know I believe that, or I wouldn't preach it. Yes, it's beautiful. The Veterans Memorial and the light that hits it on 11/11. Oh, Dolly, in one of her live streams, was showing the Veterans Hospital. I believe that was you, wasn't it, Dolly? And I was amazed. Your tower, there's a bell, I believe now, that all the old Civil War era veterans hospitals have a bell tower. Because ours has a bell tower shaped almost identical to yours, except it's stucco and adobe, and it has the red Italian, red tile roof. on it. Casts a shadow. That's beautiful. Yeah. My next door neighbor works at the VA. Been doing a lot of praying for him. He's in supervisory area, but that doesn't mean anything now. Those guys are the ones that are getting asked to go. So he's a good guy too. He went to college specifically to go to work at the VA in their laboratory because he thought he was going to have job security and the best insurance. I won't argue on the best insurance. So, honor. What do we get for our card from the I Take What You Need cards? What do we get for honor today? Come on, cards. Shuffle one more time. Oh, okay. One more time. That was an interesting shuffle. Okay. Top card. Gotcha. Honor. Embrace the creativity you have within you. That's so cool. I have to confess something to you guys. The reason there's no resin to unmold is because I wasn't inspired this week. I was struggling this week and I just didn't feel creative. So I rested and I found myself sleeping a lot, which apparently I needed because I did a lot of work in those dreams. I'd wake up so exhausted. Take a nap and you wake up tired. That's dumb. That's just, what the heck? Yeah, it's because you were busy. You were either in another dimension or you're on the astral plane doing work. We don't just hang and exist on this planet, you know. Your higher self is expansive. Stony Baker. Hey, my man, good to see you. Our faith stone. What card do we get for that one? To lift yourself up. Release what has been weighing you down. Seriously, I just heard this. The reason that the trees drop their leaves is to make the branches tip lighter so it can reach for the sun and grow new ones. The tree can't get bigger unless it releases the leaves. It has to remove what is weighing it down. Wow, you want to learn about life? Pay attention to the trees. So, family tree. Is there something about your family that weighs you down? Is there a way you can release that? You got a plumbing situation. What's going on? Oh, I don't want to hear about plumbing problems. Oh, Lord. That's an expensive thing. Ugh. I am. You were in military intelligence in the Army? Bless you, Sally. Thank you so much. Thank you. I knew there's a reason you're special. Oh, and finally, courage. Only you guys can answer that question about what about your family can you do to lift yourself and them up? And together you can all release. Together, you can all release what's weighing you down. Don't be separate entities in your household. Together, you're a family. You're one unit. What can you do as a leaf of that unit to make it easier for the unit to grow and prosper? It's always, I come from a family of military, my dear. I thank them every time I see them. I don't see them very many times, but they don't want me to, but I still thank them every night for what they did. I have had a member of my family in every war and conflict the United States has been in since the Revolutionary War. I have nothing but extreme respect for our vets, and I will always thank you. Whether it was 250 years ago or last week, thank you. I am completely indebted to you. I wouldn't have the wonderful life I have if you hadn't done what you did to make sure I could have it. And that always deserves respect and honor. And at the very minimum, I thank you. Hey, who is a model soldier? A robot, maybe. Maybe that's why they're trying to get the ultimate soldier by using robots. We're human. We're human. All that structure. Oh my Lord. I used to think I wanted to go in the military too. I'm too rebellious. They'd kick me out. I wouldn't make it through boot camp. On basic training, wouldn't make it. No way. So, what do we get for courage? Ooh, wow. That's powerful. Make time to sit with difficult feelings. We all have those rainy days that hit us, and I had several in a row last week. But what I was shown this morning, I listened to Cryon, and oh, I like that card too. This morning, I listened to Cryon, and what he had to say triggered a vision in me. What's happening right now that we call the shift is a change. The reason we are all feeling so uncomfortable is because we're used to being in a cycle that repeats and repeats generationally and through millennia. It has repeated and repeated and repeated. And now that is changing. And we are entering into a new unknown area of existence for this planet that we have never ventured into before. So there's a lot of fear of the unknown involved there. So as Cryon was describing that, I thought, oh, that's kind of like sitting. I used to live near Lava Beds National Monument in California. And we used to go spelunking when I was in high school. And my favorite thing to do was to get in a room, whether it was a big one or a small one, down under that ground in that cave, and then turn the lights out and listen. And then I thought, Yeah, it is so unknown for all of us, including the spiritual teachers, our ancestors. Where we're venturing is so new and unknown. It is like being in that dark cave and not being able to see to move forward. So you have to feel your way through. So we have to rely on our hearts, our feelings, and our emotions. Don't shut them down. You have to fine tune them and understand the message that comes with those emotions. You break down the word emotion, right? E stands for energy. Motion is movement. What is emotion? It's energy and movement. That's it. And it holds no control over you unless you let it. But it is there to teach you as well as warn you, make you, do the fight or flight thing. Oh no! So, this bottom card, this is why I'm keeping it. This card's telling us trust your instincts to guide you toward the truth. Especially right now when the truth is so hard to recognize. All that AI out there, if you rely on your intuition, you can pick it out just like that. I watched something with a baby. It was I don't know, somebody captured some paranormal thing and it was a baby in a crib. And the way the baby was moving its head, I was like, AI. Babies don't move like that. So, yeah, until they get it absolutely perfected, even after, especially after, we have to rely on our intuition to know what's the truth and what's not the truth. Oh, yeah. Um, as a whole, as society, as mankind, that's why the whole planet is in such turmoil right now, is we're all going into another area. We're all, the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy is venturing into a different part of the cosmos. And we call that the shift. It's not like you think a butterfly as it goes through its transformation from a caterpillar. Do you think it just wakes up one morning and says, "Oh, look, I've got wings"? Uh-uh. It's got to go through a massive process. So do we. We're evolving, and Cryon put it point blank. Our 24th chromosome is being activated. Did you know you had 24? I always heard 23. Apparently, we have a 24th. So, we're changing physically, emotionally, and of course, when all that's going on, it's like the Matrix is going. All you can rely on is your spirit and what's going on within because everything else is so unstable. So I get that. I get that. So have the courage to make time to sit with your difficult feelings. See where they're coming from. Once you see where they're coming from, they will heal and won't be so likely to come forth. Now, as you progress through life, little pieces of that might come up again. But that's because you weren't ready to heal it at the time before. And you're ready now. So even if things that you thought you healed and don't have to work with anymore, they will come back. But they won't come back with the same intensity as they originally did. Because you've already worked through so much of it. So, yeah. Trust your intuition, you guys. I like this. Wow, we're already over an hour. So let me tell you one more thing we will look at. Look at the back side of this. We'll see what we need to focus on tonight. Our Stoicism message from the mindfulness prompts. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Today, don't compare yourself to anybody else but you. Shouldn't do that anyway because it's against spiritual law. We're all different. How can you compare? You can't compare a banana to an orange. Unless you're looking at sugar content. Oh, sorry. Stoicism. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. Wow! Who said that? Susan Gale. Huh. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. How can you use your strengths to overcome an area you can improve upon? Wow. Chrissy's got an interview? Aha! A second one. Yes, 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 yes. She's going to get it. The right job is out there. I've never been concerned about that. How can you use your strengths to overcome an area you can improve upon? Wow, we got a lot. All of us have those. So good luck with that today. Good luck with thinking about that before you go to bed tonight. How can you use your strengths to overcome an area you can improve upon as you're going to bed tonight? Maybe not do that as you're going to bed tonight. Maybe think about that after dinner. Oh gosh, I love you guys. It's so good to be with you. I love our Tuesdays. You guys, it's that time. I've already almost 10 minutes over. So I want to thank you for being here. Let's send you out with a little bit of music and some autumn. I love you, you guys. We'll see you next week. And Dolly, you're not going. Are you going to be live in the morning tomorrow? She's going to be going on a trip on Thursday. And then Sonia, don't forget, Sonia is at 8:30 Pacific on Friday. I love you. Mwah! We'll see you guys. Take care.
So